Regus is not a name you ordinarily associate with virtual mailboxes because they're known for something else. But in today's conversation, I want to review their mailbox service because they do have a mailbox service and they claim that this is like that thing in town. So the question is it really worth it or they're just full of it? Okay, let's really dig deeper here. So here is an overview. So what is Regus Mailbox? Let's just really understand that. Now, first of all, let's understand that Regus is a multinational provider of serviced offices, co-working spaces, business lounges, virtual offices, meeting rooms, and video teleconference services. Okay, so the company was founded in Brussels in about 1989, 1990, and they're part of the holding company IWG. So it's part of a bigger conglomerate if you want to think about it that way. Okay, so what they do here is that they're trying to help all kinds of businesses, from small businesses all the way to established businesses. They also help entrepreneurs also. So anytime you have let's say you have a challenge when it comes to co-working space or service offices, business lounges, you can actually rely on Regus. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. I really appreciate having you here. I appreciate having this kind of conversations around the topic of virtual offices, especially as those topics relates to Regus Mailbox. Now, let's talk about Regus a little bit more. See, the whole thing here is that Regus Corporation is primarily a real estate services company that specializes in acquiring, developing, buying, selling, renting, and appraising real estate along with virtual office services for its users. Okay, and so when we talk about Regus Mailbox, you have Regus Mailbox, but you also have Regus Mailbox Plus, depending on your geography. So Virtual Office Plus, also called Regus Mailbox Plus, is Regus's premium top-end plan for its virtual office users. Okay, it provides users with dedicated virtual office features such as phone line, access to a global business lounge network, and 5 days of office space per month. 5 days per month. Okay, and this is really important. So the question is it really worth it? Well, first of all, let me say that Regus Mailbox is legit because this is part of this service is furnished by Regus, which is part of a legit conglomerate. Now, whether it's worth it or not, it depends on your needs. And I'll go deeper into this conversation so you have a clear idea whether or not you want to go with this, the Regus Mailbox Plus, or you just like, you know what, I'm just out of here. Okay. Let me talk to you about the features I want you to really pay attention to when we analyze the Regus Mailbox and or Regus Mailbox Plus. Number one, you have a prime physical business address. Okay, it can be one address or two addresses, whatever. But whatever location you choose, the geography is prime. Okay, so Regus Mailbox features many premium business addresses its customers can use as office space. So contrary to other mailbox service providers, these locations aren't just mailbox addresses of mailing facilities, but actual office locations rented by the company. Okay, actual office locations. So these physical locations are vital for businesses that want to maintain a standard of professionalism and quality in their address to impress their customers. So let's say you have a business and you're trying to impress your customers, your investors, your vendors, your business partners in general. Then you might want to actually access Regus's prime physical business locations. Okay, by the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's conversation. What are we talking about? We are having a conversation about Regus Virtual Mailbox. Okay, and I'm giving you a review so you have a clear idea of what you're getting yourself into if you ever want to sign up for Regus Mailbox. So number one, prime physical business addresses. Number two, you have a fully integrated virtual offices. Okay, fully integrated. So you have all the amenities, all the features, okay? And the whole thing here is that they're not cutting back. Regus is really good when it comes to giving you really a full suite of not luxury, but a full suite of, comfortable, but also fully integrated. But fully integrated, we're talking about what? Wi-Fi. You have a virtual office plan. You have Wi-Fi. You have business lounges. You have kitchen. You have a pantry. You have everything. You have a phone number. You have a Wi-Fi. You have a voice over IP. You have a fax number. Everything. Okay. And the third thing is you have advanced plans for medium scale businesses. This is really good, okay? And basically you have the plan provides all the integrated features from the basic virtual office plan on top of additional premium features specific to this plan, okay? And so these features include access to meeting rooms and 5 days of office or desk space per month at any of its physical office locations. You also have over 3,000 locations around the world, and you have dedicated physical office spaces. Fantastic. Let me now talk to you about the options. So when you think about Regus virtual mailbox, let's talk about the options you have access to. Okay, so what are the virtual office options? Well, the thing is that Regus is very clear about their package. Okay, so their virtual office package really gives you some kind of flexibility, and we love that flexibility. The flexibility is what you can choose the services you need. So they kind of give you some kind of like a la carte, so you can choose, you can decide. And what you want to do here is you try to make sure before you choose to go to the company's website and compare those options. Okay, so you can even ask questions. You can call Regus and have a conversation, because when we talk about virtual office or physical office, by the way, everything is based on geography. So if you have questions and you are trying to let's say elucidate certain aspects of the proposal they have, it's always important, it's always recommendable to ask questions. So they have business addresses, they have virtual offices, and they have what they call virtual office plus. Okay, so those are the three options. So when we talk, let me just repeat that. When I talk about Regus virtual office options, they have business address, they have virtual offices, and they have virtual office plus. Let's talk about virtual address. So let's first talk about business address. So if you choose the business address option, you are able to establish a professional business address for your company in a prime location. Okay, so here you are able to give your business the professional address it needs in a premier location. You can use the address on your documents and have mail forwarded there. You have so the good thing is that this sort of business address feature is available at thousands of locations worldwide. Okay, not just in prime locations, prime cities, worldwide. If you choose the virtual offices option, you can build an instant presence wherever you need to be at prime business locations. Okay, so here are the features we want to say here. You have thousands of locations, you have use of global business lounges, and you have phone answering services available. If you choose the virtual office plus option, this is actually Regus's most comprehensive package, because you have all their virtual office services plus workspace access. So here you have a winning combination of virtual office services and workspace access, and include meeting room use and 5 days office or desk space per month, plus access to their global business lounge network. Now, let me really dig a little deeper into the services, okay? Because when we talk about virtual mailbox in general, it's not just the mailbox itself. It's really about the ancillary services around the primary offer. Okay, so let's really dig deeper here. So when you think about the services that Regus is giving you, they give you everything you need to get started, everything. Okay, so as well as an instant business address, their experienced on-site team can actually handle everything for you. They can handle your mail too. They can welcome guests. So if you have guests, let's say you have business partners, vendors, customers, if they arrive at the reception, their Regus staff will welcome them for you. Okay, you can also use their app to book workspace or a meeting room quickly and easily. Okay, so here we're speaking about what? We're speaking about instant professional business address. We're talking about Dragon Pass and PPG partnerships for airport lounge access. We're talking about community networking and personal growth events. Okay, professional receptionists to greet guests, exclusive business service discounts from global suppliers, and you have 24/7 customer support, which is really, really fantastic. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Regus. Okay, we are exploring their virtual mailbox service to see if it's worth it or if it's just like, they're just full of it. Okay, so Basically, here we're speaking about the services your business needs. So let's say if you want more than a professional business address, their Regis's packages mean you can choose the services you need to get the work done. Okay, so you can work whatever you want to make sure that you have a complimentary access to business lounges, for example, around the world. Okay, and or you can have access. You can access office, co-working, or meeting room space when you need it. It's all about the flexibility. It's all about the convenience. When you think about Regis, it has to be about the flexibility, okay? And they can actually also help you. They can actually help you in terms of forwarding your mail and answering your business calls too, okay? Flexibility, convenience, okay? So I'm talking about daily, weekly, monthly, or ad hoc mail forwarding. I'm talking about pay as you use or unlimited calls from your business line, choice of regional or national business phone number. You have admin support, professional call answering services. You have office or co-working space when you need it. So you have the flexibility I'm just talking about. Now, the extras this service comes with extras that you need to know about. Now, is a virtual office a physical space? It has to be clear. No, a virtual office is not a full-time workspace for your business. With the Regis's virtual office packages, you register your business at one of their workspaces, and your company benefits from having a prestigious address in a leading location. All of their business addresses belong to real workspaces. Okay, if you need a physical space to work, you can choose a virtual office package to access their global network of business lounges and work there wherever you need. Okay, so this is really important. Let me give you the pros and cons of this offer. When we talk about Regis Virtual Mailbox, what are the pros and cons here? Let's first with the positives, the pros. You have over 3,000 locations worldwide to choose from when it comes to virtual mailbox addresses and virtual offices. You have premium, real office addresses for your virtual offices that look professional and don't look like P.O. Box addresses, okay? You have accessible global business lounge network on select virtual office plans that allows users to work from anywhere around the world. This is really cool. This is what I was just talking about in terms of flexibility, in terms of convenience, okay? And you also have a dedicated phone line with professional call answering services to help your customers and direct them your way. You have a receptionist for each office location that greets your customers and notifies them you are away when they visit your office location. Okay, they have a dedicated Android and iOS apps. They have dedicated Android or iOS app that improves the user experience for mobile users and provide them with better accessibility. And what we love also in terms of the positives when it comes to Regis is that they have an easy account setup process that can be completed in 20 minutes or less. Okay, if you have all the documents and the details at hand. So it's really, really fast, okay? And very user-friendly as well. Now, let me talk about the cons real quick. Now, it's kind of costly, okay? If you compare their services if you compare Regis's services to most other virtual mailbox providers, Regis will cost you something, okay? And Regis has one of the worst online reviews for its service of all the providers that we have reviewed. Okay, basically they have a very crappy rating on Trustpilot. They have a crappy rating on SatJabber. Okay, they really have to work on that. And one thing I want to say here is that Regis does not own its office locations, but instead leases them from building owners. Okay, which means that the site are at risk of shutting down anytime, forcing you to change your address. Okay, so this is really what it is. If you remember, now maybe you don't remember, but back in 2020, when we had the COVID thing, okay, and the folks were a lot of companies were forced to close down, Regis actually put more than 100 locations around the United States in bankruptcy, while indicating it will terminate 500 leases worldwide if landlords did not agree to rent cuts. So you can see that, their business model is a little shaky, okay? And payments can be complicated. So users often report getting billed for things they didn't even know they could be charged for, immediate account suspensions after missing a payment, and hefty fines on late payments. So the thing here is that Regis is part of a bigger conglomerate, okay? So if you have a problem, it will be like you against like David against Goliath, so to speak. So their customer service is not really what it is, okay? It's not really where it should be. But hey, listen, Regis is not the only big company having that problem though, but they do have that problem. what about the pricing? Let's talk about pricing real quick, okay? So all Regus mailbox plans are just incremental upgrades of the previous plans that offer dedicated features for users that need them, okay? So most of the major differences in their plans are shown, are basically shown when you visit their website. And it really depends on what the type of plan you choose, okay? So whether it is whether you want to have a business address, virtual office, or virtual office plus. Again, I just want to quickly remind you, when we talk about virtual addresses, okay, basically, when we talk about business address, in that plan you have virtual address, you have a virtual office, and you have virtual office plus. If you have, let's say, business address, you don't use global business lounges. But if you have the virtual office plan, you can use global business lounges. And the same applies if you have the virtual office plus. Okay, do you have access to physical workspaces with the business address option? No. Do you have them with the virtual office and the virtual office plus options? Yes. Okay, so the cost really depends upon the geography, but it's around 25 for business addresses. Okay, 25 to 50 for business address. That's the option. For the virtual office, you are speaking about 85 to 125 per month. Okay, those are monthly charges. That's for the virtual office. And for the virtual office plus, you are speaking about $125 to $150 a month. Okay, again, the delta here depends on the geography. So it's all about location. So it's really everything boils down to the location you choose at the end of the day. One thing I need to say here is that the business address plan is the most basic plan Regus offers. Okay, it includes one real physical business address in any of their thousands of locations around the world. So businesses can use this location as their primary mailing address. The virtual office plan has advanced virtual office features such as a phone line, along with the features of the business address plan. The most expensive virtual office plan, this plan allows users to use its virtual offices as physical office spaces for 5 days a month, along with discounts from global suppliers. Okay, so of the three plans that Regus offers, the most popular plan is the business address plan, which costs about 25 to 35 to $50 a month, and provide users with a virtual business address. Okay, so this is really what we would recommend that you start with, and you sort of test the waters if you want to have let's say a relationship with the Regus at this level. Okay, now I want to give you our opinion. After researching this industry for many years, and after researching Regus, the question is it the best option for you? Regus Mailbox. Okay, the thing is that Regus has a few features, like a lot of great features that make it a wonderful choice as a virtual mailbox provider. This includes what? Its global reach and wide range of locations. You're talking about at least locations in 30 of all the major economies, from New York to from the United States to Germany to Japan to China to France to the UK, right? Another great feature is that all of Regus's location are actual office spaces, so providing these addresses will make your business look more professional and authentic. This is only improved by the fact that your customers could actually show up in person at your address, and they'll be greeted professionally as if you actually had an office there. However, that's all Regus Mailbox has gone for it as a virtual mailbox provider, because there are tons of practical negatives attached to the features. For example, let me start with the price. I mean, $25 to $50 a month. That's like crazy. But hey, listen, it is what it is, because all you get from this lower tier plan, the business address plan, is a basic business address and a few basic virtual mailbox features. That's it. At the same price, you can find tons of other virtual mailbox providers who will be more than happy to provide you with a premium plan with premium features that make more financial sense when purchasing. Okay, even Regus's best plan is grossly overpriced for a virtual mailbox plan, and it's only viable if you want access to its global business lounge network, or you want to get 5 days a month access to your office space. However, that's not the end of it. the thing here is that the thing that we love Regus, but the problem is they have to really fix their online negative reviews. Okay, they have a lot of negative reviews online. People complaining about stuff, about payments, about the customer service. Okay, and Regus doesn't seem to care. That's the problem we have with those big companies. Who really that really don't care that much about reviews, and this is something that really is making us really still a little like take a pause, take a break when it comes to recommending Regus right off the bat. Okay, so here you have it. You have the whole picture here. If you believe that Regus' services can really help you, we would say go ahead and do it. But if you just need a basic virtual mailbox service, there are other options out there. They're a lot cheaper. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Regus Virtual Mailbox, and it was an in-depth review. I give you the overview, the features, the options you have, the services, the pros and cons, the pricing, and our opinion, whether it is a go or no go. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.